Summer is here, and while you deserve some well-earned PTO and family time, staying up to date on nutrition doesn't have to take a vacation. Introducing Summer Shorts, a mini-series from the Exam Room Nutrition Podcast. This summer, each episode will tackle a single nutrition question in under 15 minutes, giving you the latest insights you need without sacrificing those summer cookouts. So grab your sunglasses and join me, Colleen Sloan, for our summer learning with Summer Shorts. Now be sure to hit that follow button so you never miss an episode. Should I take a protein supplement? Which one do you recommend? As a dietitian, I am asked this question almost every day. But as with anything with nutrition, you should know by now what my answer will be. Say it with me. It depends. The protein supplement industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and with that are endless options available on the market, and choosing the right supplement can be overwhelming. To help you navigate this complex landscape, I've developed a simple framework called the 4 Ps to picking a protein supplement: purpose, profile, preferences, and purity. I know you have so many options when it comes to podcast listening, so I just wanted to say thank you for listening to mine and enjoy this free gift. I created a free protein supplement cheat sheet that walks you through this framework. You can download it for free at examroomnutrition.com/protein or click the link in the show notes below. A great way to say thank you and to support me would be to leave me an amazing review in Apple Podcasts. I would greatly appreciate it. So before we get into supplements, let's review protein briefly. Now, if you want a comprehensive breakdown of the different macronutrients, go ahead and check out episode 36 called How to Count and Calculate Macros. I'll link to it down in the show notes as well. Now, protein is made up of one or more long folded chains of amino acids, each called a polypeptide. Proteins provide structure and support for your cells, are critical to forming your muscles, skin, hair, nails, bones, and enzymes. Proteins also play an important role in satiety. Proteins are made up of 20 amino acids, and while the body can make some of them, 9 are considered essential or indispensable, meaning your body can't produce them on its own and must be consumed through food. How much protein a person needs is a bit controversial. You'll hear many nutrition gurus on social media claiming outlandishly high protein needs. Now, the recommended dietary allowance, or RDA, for protein remains at 0.8 grams per kilogram per day. However, for patients looking to lose weight and gain muscle, new research shows this amount is not nearly enough to preserve muscle mass. But these findings have not yet been translated into clear recommendations by authorities. However, new studies suggest a higher protein intake, anywhere from 1.2 to 2.0 grams per kilogram, based on your patient's goals, activity level, and overall health status. Now, hear me out. Most people can obtain adequate protein from a balanced diet alone. And protein from whole foods is superior because those foods also contain beneficial nutrients like vitamins, minerals, fiber, phytochemicals, and antioxidants. Supplements are just that, a supplement to your diet. It's not an essential nutrient. However, protein supplements can be a convenient and effective way to boost protein intake, especially for patients with specific fitness and health goals or medical conditions. All right, let's get into the 4 Ps for picking a protein supplement. The first P is purpose. What is the reason for wanting a protein supplement in the first place? Is your patient an athlete with high protein goals looking to enhance recovery time? Are they looking to go on a low-carb, high-protein diet to lose weight? Are they vegetarians or vegans and are struggling to meet their protein goals through diet? Are they elderly and you're trying to maintain their muscle mass? Maybe it's a busy parent needing a meal replacement. Do they have a medical condition that requires high protein needs that's difficult to meet from diet alone? Things like cancer, dialysis, burns, surgical or pressure wounds. The right protein supplement depends on a person's goals. For example, an older adult who's losing weight and muscle might need a supplement that's both high in protein and calories. Where on the other hand, a middle-aged person aiming to lose weight would likely benefit from a high protein, low calorie option. So now that we understand our patient and why they are considering a protein supplement, let's discuss the next P, which is the nutrient profile. Here we'll look at the protein source, the processing methods, and other ingredients the supplement might contain. First is the protein source. So for simplicity, I'm going to break it down into animal sources and plant-based sources. Now, the most common and well-researched protein source in supplements comes from dairy. Milk protein is a complete protein, which means it contains all 9 essential amino acids. And there are 3 main types. Whey protein, which is known for its high quality and rich amino acid profile, especially its branched chain amino acids, which are important for muscle growth. It digests rapidly, making it a really popular post-workout drink. The next type is casein protein. This digests slower than whey, and it's actually often used before bed. You'll look for micellar casein or hydrolyzed casein on the label. And finally, there can be a milk protein blend, which usually contains both whey and casein. They provide both fast and slow digesting proteins. And on the label, you may see milk protein concentrate or milk protein isolate, and they could be listed separately or a combination of whey isolate and micellar casein. Other animal protein sources include egg white, collagen, bone broth, and meat-based. Other than egg white, these are not a complete source of protein, and we really need more studies to determine their efficacy. All right, let's move on to some plant-based sources. Now, not all plant-based proteins are complete proteins, which is why I always encourage a varied diet. But it doesn't mean that they are inferior to animal-based protein supplements. First up is soy. Soy is a complete protein that supports strength and lean body mass, just like whey protein does. And many people mistakenly fear soy products because of concerns of feminization of males and cancer risk. However, years of research have proven that soy has no effect on testosterone in men and is not linked to breast cancer as previously thought. Soy is, however, a common allergen, so take this into consideration with your patients. Pea protein is next, and it is really easy to digest. It's considered hypoallergenic, and it's usually pretty inexpensive. It is not a complete protein, however, because it's low in the essential amino acid methionine. However, patients can still meet their protein needs by including variety in their diet. Fun fact, tofu, Brazil nuts, and white beans are all really good sources of methionine. Rice protein powder is another hypoallergenic choice, and it tends to be pretty inexpensive as well. It is not a complete protein because it's low in the amino acid lysine, so I would encourage patients to eat lysine-rich foods like poultry, fish and shellfish, pork, soy, nuts and seeds, eggs, and lentils. Hemp is a great whole food choice that's high in fiber and a good source of omega-3 fats, but like rice protein, hemp is also low in lysine. And finally, blends are common among plant protein powders to create a more complete amino acid profile. For example, rice and pea protein are frequently combined. Now, whether your patient chooses animal or plant-based protein supplement, you also want to discuss the ideal serving size for protein. Now, research has shown that 20 to 40 grams of protein per serving, which is usually 1 to 2 scoops, is what's needed for optimizing and promoting muscle protein synthesis. All right, so now that we've discussed the protein source, let's talk about the processing methods because you'll see these on the ingredients list. Protein is extracted from animal or plant-based foods by using high heat and acid or enzymes. You may see the words concentrates, isolates, and hydrolysates on the ingredients list. So let's unpack them one by one. First of all, concentrates. They are the least processed and can be 35 to 80% protein by weight, with the remaining percentage made up of carbohydrates and fats. Isolates undergo additional filtration to reduce the fat and carbohydrate content, resulting in a product that is higher in protein per gram. Now, isolates must contain at least 90% protein by weight. This processing may lead to slightly faster digestion compared to concentrates. Because isolates generally contain less fat and carbohydrates, it may be a better choice for someone looking to lose weight. However, it comes at a higher cost. Individuals with lactose intolerance might find isolates more tolerable due to the reduced lactose content from the additional processing. Protein hydrolysates undergo extra processing to break down protein into shorter peptides, which can be more rapidly digested and absorbed. While this faster digestion might theoretically lead to improved muscle growth, current evidence does not definitively support this claim. Hydrolysates often have a bitter taste, which means they also usually have added sweeteners to improve the flavor. The extensive processing involved also contributes to a higher cost compared to the other protein forms. All right, let's talk about other ingredients a protein supplement may have besides protein. It's important to know that the ingredients are listed by weight, with the primary protein source appearing first. This typically includes the protein type, which can be whey, casein, soy, pea, and the processing method, which we just discussed, concentrate, isolate, or hydrolysate. Protein supplements also often contain sweeteners to enhance the taste. Nutritive sweeteners provide calories and include options like honey, maple syrup, brown rice syrup, coconut sugar, cane sugar, molasses, and agave. Products with nutritive sweeteners will have a higher sugar content, so I would suggest your patients look for protein powders with less than 5 grams of sugar per serving for optimal health and weight management. Non-nutritive sweeteners provide sweetness without the calories and include sucralose, aspartame, saccharin, asulfame potassium, stevia, and monk fruit extract. While stevia and monk fruit extract are often marketed as, quote, natural, they are considered non-nutritive by the FDA. So be aware that some manufacturers may claim that their products have no artificial sweetener, but still use stevia or monk fruit extract, since the FDA does not regulate this term. Some products may contain sugar alcohols like sorbitol, maltitol, and erythritol. They are all non-calorie options. However, they can cause digestive upset in individuals sensitive to FODMAPs. Now, if you'd like to learn more about FODMAPs or what the FODMAP diet is, you can check out an article I recently published on my website. I will link down to it in the show notes below. Now, protein powders often include additional ingredients to enhance the texture and consistency. Thickening agents like psyllium husk, dextrin, xanthan gum, guar gum, and inulin contribute to a thicker shake. Emulsifiers like carrageenan and lecithins promote a creamier texture, and vegetable oils can add richness, but make sure you do not see hydrogenated or partially hydrogenated oils in the ingredients list because these are trans fats. While small amounts of these additives are generally considered safe, some individuals may be sensitive to them. Now, while the purpose and profile of a protein supplement are important considerations, personal preference often is the deciding component. Personally, if a protein powder is chalky or grainy, I don't care how good the quality is, I won't drink it. So let's explore the factors that influence the enjoyment and compliance with a protein supplement. First of all, the flavor, mixability, and texture of a protein powder can significantly impact the overall experience. Protein powders come in a variety of flavors, from classic chocolate and vanilla to more adventurous options like cookies and cream and matcha. Now, the mixability is a big one here. Some powders blend easily while others may create clumps. Plant-based protein powders often have a grittier or a chalkier taste compared to whey, so blending it with an electric blender with creamier liquids can improve the taste and consistency of some of the plant-based powders. Convenience is another big factor when it comes to choosing a protein supplement. And protein supplements come in a variety of formulations, from powders to ready-to-drink shakes and protein bars. So you need to ask if your patient needs something that they can grab and go, or are they going to be making a smoothie with the protein powder and fruit? Now, budget is undoubtedly a factor when choosing a protein supplement. Have your patient compare brands and serving sizes and shop sales when possible. You always need to consider any allergies or dietary and cultural restrictions as well too when it comes to choosing a protein supplement, and ensure your patients who do have food allergies that they check the label carefully. Ultimately, the best protein supplement is the one your patient enjoys. Sometimes they may have to experiment with different brands and types to find the perfect fit. All right, the final P is for purity. Unlike medications, nutrition supplements undergo minimal regulatory scrutiny. So this means the FDA does not verify the effectiveness, safety, or purity of these products. Because of this, there's a significant risk of contamination with heavy metals, harmful chemicals, or undisclosed substances. And the information on a supplement label may not accurately reflect what's actually in the product. I cannot stress enough how important it is for an athlete to know that the supplement they are taking is pure. The presence of banned substances in protein powders or other supplements could lead to their disqualification. So to ensure the safety of a supplement, look for protein powders that are certified by independent organizations such as NSF International's Certified for Sport or Informed Choice. If a product has been third-party tested, it will clearly say it on the label. These certifications involve rigorous testing to ensure product quality, purity, and the absence of banned substances. So by choosing certified products, you may be paying more. However, I think the extra cost is worth it. So there you have it, the 4 Ps to picking a protein supplement. By carefully assessing the purpose, profile, preference, and purity of a protein supplement, you can guide your patients toward products that will meet their health goals. That's it for today, but remember to wear your sunscreen, drink your water, and eat more fiber. I'll see you next week for another Summer Shorts.